Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. So the Tom Jones Invitational, yes, this is a meet that I can say is a certified A+. Definitely lived up to expectations. Love the performances that I've been seeing across the board. Now I'm just going to wrap things up with a few of the final performances. Of course, I'm going to be targeting where I've been seeing some Jamaicans and cover that. Now with that said, let's talk about the men's 100 meters. So I was on a high. Woo! Watching that 1077 from Jason Shares. I was literally up there and I was swooning and I was all over the place. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for track. It's finally giving me what I needed to be giving me all season. Woo! Okay, so with that said, all right, let me calm down. So back to the men. I was interested to see what was going to happen. The likes of Noah Lyles would be coming out. So I was definitely eager to see what would really take place in this race. Was I expecting anything crazy? No, because again, these are the seniors, professional athletes just opening their season outdoors, not expecting anything crazy. When you look at it from a collegiate perspective, sometimes they may get fast performances, no, but that's because they've been running for a while, as I said. So for the men, I wasn't really expecting anything, super crazy. So Noah Lyles comes out, as I said, and of course we do have some Jamaicans here. We had the likes of Ryan Ford. We also had Andrew Hudson. Unfortunately, he did not start, so didn't get any time from him there. Bryan Levell, Andre Ewers. So quite a few Jamaicans as well as Andre Bennett. So a few Jamaicans really did line up in this race. Now they were separated across different heats. There were 6 heats in total. So I'm gonna go from the top, the first heat, down to where the last Jamaican ends in my mind. And if I miss anybody, again, I do apologize. Now in heat one, we had the likes of Noah Lyles, Kenny Benerick, we had Ryan Ford. Very interested and intrigued to see what would happen here. Now, Noah Lyles walked away with the win running at 10.01 seconds, and Kenny Benerick was second with 10.01 seconds as well, only separated by the thousandths of a second. So, you know what that means? That was literally a dip at the line. And it's interesting because both these guys are more suited to the 200, you would say. So, it was interesting to see this particular performance. And I did see in an interview where Kenny Benerick said that he'll be going after the 100 meter, the double this season. So, let's see, what will happen as his season progresses and as he gets progressively faster as well. He did open in the two the week before at that meet that I will not name. The time wasn't let's just say the time was okay, right? Let's just put it that way, right? So with that said, let's see what will happen as the season progresses and if he can become a major contender over the 100 meters and kind of shake things up for the Americans. Well, so far solid start though, I would say, for Noah Lyles and as well Kevin Benerick. Don't really see an issue here. Pretty much similar to what also I believe Fred Curley started with. Now, I did also harp on the fact that Fred Curley had a positive, a major positive win in his race. I don't remember what the wind was at the time, but I remember saying in that race that based on the wind, I thought, you could have at least gone a sub 10. And I'm seeing a positive 1.7 here for Noah Lyles in this race. So I will say the same thing. Let's just be fair across the board, right? Y'all say sometimes I'm unfair. Well, guess what? I'm being fair, right? So based on this wind, a sub 10 was possible, but it is what it is. I'll take the 10.01. Nothing to really complain about. It's a good start. We can grow from here. Pretty similar to what some of these guys typically start with year in, year out, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm cool with what's going on here. Kyrie King was second, 10.02. So again, close running. Fourth place, Hakeem Sunny Brown, 10.04. Very close running. Ryan Ford was sixth in this race and he ran a 10.12. I'll take this from a Ryan Ford. I will definitely take this from a Ryan Ford, and let's see how he'll be able to progressively go from strength to strength as the season progressive. Again, this is just a start. These are times that I can accept, right? Track is now, some of y'all make, complain or grumble at me, not accepting a 10-2 from our senior athletes. Look here, I don't care who it is. Yeah, I'm not going to be, looking at that as a favorable performance, right? So when I look at these ones, I can take them and let's see how we can build from there. I think I've been, consistent across the board with that. Now we move on to Heat 2. Well, not really much to say about Heat 2 other than the fact that Andrew Hudson was supposed to line up and he didn't line up. So I'm not sure why, and I'm hoping that he's not injured. Also, Nigel Ellis was supposed to be here as well. We've seen quite a few elite athletes, show up. Nigel Ellis didn't start. So sometimes athletes will get cramps, before they hit the start line. If that's the case, they they tend not to run, especially in these races that don't really mean much. So I'm fine if I am with that. I hope though, and I pray that it's nothing too serious, because again, it's a great year, it's a big year. Love to see what Nigel and both Andrew Hudson come with for this season. Also, moving on from there, we had Heat 3, Andrew Ewers. He was second in that heat and he ran at 10.19 seconds in his heat. Now, Andrew Ewers is coming back. So, again, any athlete that is coming back, I will definitely, appreciate the performances and go slow with them and allow them to build and grow from where they're coming from, right? Now Bryan Levell was first in heat 4 and he ran a time of 10.16 seconds to take his heat. So good running from Bryan Levell. Now I also do take into consideration who the athlete is, what my expectations are from the athlete, where they currently are, how old they are, what is really going on. So this is a solid start from Bryan Levell. Now you may be looking at it and saying, oh, he's a professional athlete, blah blah blah. No, Brand level is quite young, right? And to run a 10.16 to open his season is very, very solid, right? So I'll definitely take this. Let's see what will be able to happen once his season goes from here. Solid running from Brand level. Feeling like he's finally going to be giving me. Actually, is this a personal best now that I think about it? Let me double check if this is a personal best, because I'm feeling personal best vibes, right? But anyway, yeah, Brand level I believe is definitely on target to do something really fantastic this season. In my mind, is I'm getting personal best, but let's see, right? Andre Bennett was also in this heat as well, and he ran a 10.34 seconds to place fifth. So that is it for the men's 100 meters. Overall, solid opening runs. That's what I would say. This is where you will now build from here. Solid opening runs, and I appreciate the performances from the athletes in these races. Now moving on from the men's 100 meters, I really, really want to touch on this particular race because it made, my eyes water. I could not believe what I was watching. I was like, is this Jamaica? Pinch me and wake me up and let me know that this is indeed a Jamaica in this particular moment doing so great. What am I talking about? The men's 800 meters. Oh my gosh. I did no, Shaki, sometimes when I'm doing the, recording these videos, sometimes I don't see the race before. So it's hard to really give you a full account of my views, but it's great when you have video footage to go along with the times, so you're able to really assess what really went down, right? So with that said, I was able to see some of this race, and I have to tell you, when I saw that home stretch and I started to count and I said, wait, that's Jamaica, that's Jamaica, that's Jamaica, that's Jamaica, what's going on, that's Jamaica. I was like, oh my god, can you believe it? A 800-meter home stretch coming down, and all I'm seeing is Jamaican colors. Well, not the colors, but just Jamaicans, vying for the win, tooth and nail. I was like, oh my gosh, we're getting there. It's taken years, and we are getting there. We are going to become at some particular point in time. I'm not going to put a year on it, but we will definitely become a force to be reckoned with at some particular point in the men's 800 meters. And as I said, it brings tears to my eyes. Y'all know I cry easily, but anyway, excited for what I saw. So Kimar Farkason lined up with the likes of Navasky Anderson, Tyrese Roden, Tyrese Reed. I mean, oh my gosh. As I said, these guys coming down a home stretch, I was literally dumbfounded watching them. And walking out with the win was Kimar Farkason running at 1 minute 46.69 seconds. In second place was Navasky Anderson being picked on the line by Kimar Farkason. The guys were literally fighting tooth and nail for the win, and he ran a 1 minute 46.76 seconds. And also Tyrese Roden was third. Jamaica goes 1, 2, 3 in this 800 meters. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fantastic running. Tyrese Roden 146.82, and he takes third. And in seventh place, let me just make sure I get the placing right. In seventh place was Tyrese Reed. He ran 1 minute 47.67 seconds. Now, what I would say about Tyrese Reed, great run. I love the run. But what I would say is that sometimes when you are a front runner, sometimes you may struggle towards the end of the race. And now I didn't notice at certain sections he was leading. So you know what happens? You tend to sometimes become the rabbit, and then everybody bides their time, and then they just swoop past you. So I'm pretty much thinking that's what happened. But oh my God, when you look at it, 4 Jamaicans in the top 7, top 3 has 3 Jamaicans. Oh my gosh. Again, can't, be happy, any more happy than what I'm seeing here from these performances from our men, and just excited for the future in the men's 800 meters. I said it and I've been saying it. It took one man to really kick down the door, and that's Navasky Anderson. And ever since then, I've been getting the vibe that the men are now eager to run the 800 meters. I've been seeing it. I've been watching Tyrese Jordan. He looks like he's a man on a mission. Kimar Ferguson as well is doing his thing. Tyrese Reed, of course, doing his thing. And of course, this isn't all the Jamaicans, because remember who won the indoor title is also Jamaican, right? And him not there so right now. So just that just goes to show you amazing things, amazing things are happening right now in the men's 800 meters for Jamaica. Again, from a global perspective, it might not look like something impressive to some of y'all, but it's amazing for me. It's amazing for all of the Jamaicans, I'm hoping, that are watching along and seeing, this kind of improvement, this kind of development, this type of thing. And I've been saying it. I've been talking about how much Jamaica is becoming, so deep in terms of depth across all events in, as it relates to track and field. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. We're only second to one nation. I pointed this out. When it comes to track and field, Jamaica is second to only one nation when it comes to depth in terms of performances from a world class level, and that's the United States of America. They can field three people in every, for every championship. Four sometimes if it's a world championships and they have a bye, right? But that just goes to show you, how deep their team is. But from a Jamaican perspective, we can field 4 to when we have a defending champion, right? But it certainly doesn't span every event for sure. So it's amazing to see these 800-meter guys stepping in the fro. For now, still only one person that has that automatic qualifying spot because they keep moving the goalposts. Unfortunately, that annoys me sometimes. But guess what? As the performances get better, they have to, do something. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We have to weed out some of the people just to make sure only the best make it to the championship, right? So I mean, it is what it is when it comes to that. But I'm just, completely happy based on what I'm seeing so far. So let me know your thoughts. One, the men's 100 meters went down. Performances were well within expectations. A good start all across the board, in my opinion, based on what your individual expectations are for each athlete and where they are currently, where their level is, right? So for me, great performances. The men's 800 meters as well, good showing from Jamaica. I was happy to see that. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video, of course, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.